welcome back to another episode of This Square Room. My name is Jonel.
My name is Deswayne.
That's not your name.
It could be.
I mean, that'd be a weird name.
Wow, that's what you're going to call me? Weird because of my name?
I said it would be. Like, hypothetically.
How do you know I haven't decided and changed my name?
That's just like Jonathan Chabin. He's like known. Well, I don't know what he did. I know him as Kim Kardashian's best friend. He was like on Keeping Up with the Kardashians, whatever. But he legally changed his name to Food God because like he would go around like to like restaurants, like crazy foods and stuff like that. But like and like go under the handle Food God.
Okay.
But he literally like I don't know. I want to say it's like 2020 or maybe it was like right before the pandemic. Legally changed his name to Food God, one word.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Like actually crazy.
All right. Well, good for him.
But it's not like Food God. Like,
That's Food God.
yeah.
Food God.
Bless you. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So, okay, Desi D18. You know, one thing that we have spoken more often than I'd like to admit about on this podcast is my lack of sexuality. Is that the right way to say
intercourse?
Yeah, but you don't think I'm a sexual being, period. You just said, I remember like it was an episode back in the spring. Oh my gosh. Oh, I want to see if I remember it. You were just like, I don't think you get horny. I don't think you have a sexual desire. And then you started cackling. Like you've literally put me on blast so many times.
Yeah, pretty funny.
And I'm like, okay, all right, cool. I can, you know, I'm not the girl that people associate with sex. I'm not like you said, Kim Kardashian, you think sexy, you think curves, you think, you know, that's not me. I'm more of a Chloe before she did everything. Okay, fine, cool. You know, I got a personality.
It is what it is. Yeah, exactly.
But I'm like, okay, I don't need to be sexual. I can be good at cuddling because cuddling is like a thing. Like
cuddling turns me the fuck on.
Like a profession. Like it's a profession.
Oh yeah.
You never knew that?
I've seen like something years ago.
Yeah, years ago it went viral with like professional cuddlers and whatever. But like recently there's this woman who I think her title is a cuddle therapist, which is just a professional cuddler. Okay. And she makes bank. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you how much.
Because I will put my application in.
Nope. Watch the words.
You're right. I would lay my application there on the table.
Yeah. Okay. She makes per session sometimes up to $1,300 just
per session,
just to have men like hold her and cuddle with her. Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ!
So I was like, I don't need to be the sex girl. I could be the cuddle girl.
No.
Why?
Joe, you don't like when people touch you
for $1,300?
You'd let a stranger hold you for $1,300?
I mean, as long as they showered and they kept their hands above board. You know what I'm saying?
That was pretty funny.
Yeah, I don't know. Does that not sound good?
It does.
Because like sometimes a good cuddle is just so relaxing.
So
it releases like all these like good feel good hormones,
my dick
and
hard.
you're just like,
oh my god.
No, but like honestly, sometimes like I think men more than anything need to be held. Sometimes.
Yes, I
do. You need to be held, or you're just saying you agree?
Forever the small spoon.
I think men need to be the little spoon more. Like I'm advocating for men to be the little spoon more because like you know how many guys I've spoken to, like friends and shit, but they're just like, yeah, I've never been the little spoon.
Because we're always the big spoon.
Like but I think you guys should. I think it should go both ways. No. Like okay, now you lost me. I think that women should be a little
20.
80% men.
Yes.
Fuck right off.
The reason why I say 80% men is because
I would say 50-50 or at most 60-40 for women. Women 60.
When we're hanging out on the couch, right? You are in my arms.
No, not always.
Not always. Usually you are in my arms, right? When we go to sleep, you are usually in my arms, and that's why
I'm usually in my own bed. At the very least, I'm perched at the edge, like waiting to go. Like,
that's true. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like for me, I don't mind being the big spoon, but I'm not gonna like now. I don't fall asleep like that. I'd rather put my back to you, and we will sleep back to back, and I'll put my arm so you can feel my arm, but I'm not.
I feel like God, it's been so long. But the last time I fucking laid down like in a bed and cuddled with anyone, first of all, the last time I did that, there was no such thing as COVID-19. That's how long it's been. But I think, I don't know. I think I'm always very self-conscious because like your head is very heavy. Like not you specifically, you as a
mine
person.
is fucking heavy,
Well,
so
yes,
I understand.
But I just mean like in general, right?
Yeah.
Like your head is heavier than you think, and I'm like, I'm like, oh my god, is this arm asleep yet? Oh no.
Yes, it is. It's been dead.
Right, and I'm just like it's weird. And then I'm like, is he sleeping? Because you can't see his face. And you're like, I kind of want to move. And then like when you're laying on your side, like, what do I do with this arm? Like it's just
weird. Yeah.
And then if I put it under him,
it hurts.
Yeah. If I put it, it's just like a weird T-Rex arm. If I put it up, it's uncomfortable. I'm like, I want to stop. But then like I don't want him to think like, you know. But I'm like, if I'm getting paid for it, I'll let that arm go limp. Like, what do you mean? Because like what? I presume it's like an hour-long session, like the cuddling session.
At minimum. Because 30 minutes is like, well, if we're coming here to just lay down, 30 minutes is not bad.
They say the ideal nap is like 30 to 45
minutes. But it's not
minutes.
a nap session. It's just a cuddle session.
No, I know. But like sometimes if you're that relaxed, you will fall asleep.
Yeah.
So, you know, because you were not cuddling for 2 hours. No.
Oh, like her.
Yeah.
If somebody's paying the money, yes, you are.
I mean, I guess. But like.
Maybe they just want to cuddle and they'll talk, you know?
But you know what? You also have to cuddle. Like, oh, that's probably why she says a cuddle therapist. So they probably like talk to her.
Yeah.
How was your day? Oh, how was work?
While cuddling.
Oh my god.
Aww, that's so nice.
Is Jim still giving you a hard time?
Oh my god. Goodness. I'm sorry to hear that.
Stroke his like
Have
head.
you tried this? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's not just. I guess that's the difference between like the professional cuddlers, where you're basically silent.
Yeah. And the
versus
therapist.
The therapist.
Yeah.
I could be a cuddle therapist. I'm a good
Yeah,
listener.
You could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
No, I was
you make
looking
that
at
face?
your dog.
Oh yeah, he's over it. I feel like he's the only one I cuddle now. And even then he's usually like ready to go. But yeah, I definitely think that's something. I feel like that's a lot more my speed. Which I don't know if that's an insult to me or what. But like even the fact that you said like I wouldn't even want someone to touch me. Oh gosh, okay. I don't know how to ask this. Okay. So I'm just gonna ask it. Because maybe you don't even know the answer.
I do.
Do vaginas age?
Yes.
Do penises age?
Yes.
I know balls age.
I think they all age. Like your whole body ages.
No, but visibly. Like, you know what I mean? You know how it's like they say like, okay, like your boobs sag, your face gets wrinkles. Some people like, you know what I mean? Like your hands get wrinkly. Like a lot of parts of
exactly what you're
your
asking.
body ages. I'm like, I know pubic hair can turn gray. That I know, right?
Yes.
Okay, just want to make sure. Yeah. Oh, God. I never want to see the day. But, like, I know pubic hair can turn gray, but, like, does your vagina look different when you're older? I feel like it doesn't.
I just Googled old vagina.
Ew.
And the first thing says how your vagina changes in your 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s. Prevention.
Tell me.
5 bad things that can happen to your vagina in old age.
Oh my god. Wait, I'm scared. I need a cuddle therapist. Okay, go.
You want the 5 bad things?
Yeah. And I want to know the prevention.
Oh.
I don't want an old puss.
Okay. Oh my god, this is so much reading, Joe.
Just read the headline or whatever, the main point. You can't tease me with the 5 facts and then not give me the 5 facts, Des. What are we doing here?
In your 30s, women using birth control pills in this decade or before or after might find themselves with a little... Oh, your vagina gets dry.
Don't make a joke.
No, I'm
I thought you were going to make a joke at my expense. Oh, yours is already dry.
No. I was reading the doctor's name, Dweck.
Okay, well, I don't take birth control, and I never have. Like, I've never been on the pill or whatever. Because when we were teenagers, I had a friend who almost died from it. You remember this? Remember my birthday? And, like, we were, like, calling her, and we were like, where is she? Where is she? And she never showed up. It was because of birth control, it caused a blood clot, and it traveled. It was, like, in her, like, stomach, well, I guess her uterus area, but then it traveled down to her leg. But if it went up to her lungs, she could have died. And I was like, not getting on birth control, so... That's okay. And that's fine for me. I don't. But like, ladies, if you're on birth control, listen up.
But
birth control does a lot to fuck you up. So just, do your research before you get on it in general, ladies.
In your 40s, if you have been a slave, that's what it says, to pubic hair removal, you might start to notice the effects of constant waxing or shaving. It's changing the pigment of your skin.
Okay.
The hair down there might also start to thin and decay.
Decay? Then why would they say it like that?
Because they're trying to scare you.
Okay, what if you do laser?
It didn't say anything about
exactly. Got him.
Then obviously it talks about menopause.
Yeah, but how does that physically change your vagina? I know that that's like an internal thing.
That's what I'm confused about too.
Come on, Des. You can't tease me with this. My heart is beating. I need to know. What are these 5 horrible things? I'm not hearing anything that it's like alarming me so far.
Those aren't the 5 horrible things. Those were the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s prevention thing. But I didn't tell you how to prevent it. I just skipped that.
Yeah.
5 horrible things. What the hell am I reading? As you age, your skin loses. Oh yeah,
elasticity.
Your loose, wrinkled vagina lips.
Ew! Do the lips get like
something
looser?
Similar happens to your vagina?
Oh, so all them fat pussy need to like watch out. No, seriously, because like, isn't that a thing?
Yeah.
That like people pride themselves on, but like, you don't want your lips touching your knees. I mean, hey, if that's what your vagina looks like, that's fine, of course. God, beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Estrogen helps to keep your skin plump and more elastic.
Yeah.
Consequently,
estrogen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Consequently, hormonal decreases as a result of aging means a loss in elasticity.
So it's just like the rest of your skin on your whole
apart.
body. But like that's what happens when you're like when you age and you get like wrinkles or your skin gets like not as like plump and tight.
This is known as VVR. Vulval vaginal atrophy.
Atrophy?
Whatever that says. Yeah.
Oh my god.
It gets dry and inflamed.
My vagina's gonna be dry, menopausal, and saggy.
Yeah, actually.
Oh god.
All of the tissues tend to constrict.
Constrict? I thought it gets looser. Constrict is like tight.
This is similarly, the vaginal
You're doing amazing
entrance
with the reading, by the way.
can narrow with age.
Oh, so it gets tighter as you get older.
It could.
All
of the
cougars.
tissues tend to constrict.
When you see these young guys with these women, you know.
Particularly if it isn't being used.
Oh. Why'd you look at me? Nah, man, don't do guys, as he read, particularly as it's being used, he looked over his whatever. He looked over his mic dead into my eyeballs and I feel attacked.
This narrowing can lead to irritation, dryness, and sometimes inflammation of the vaginal wall.
Oh, it's like if you don't use it, you lose it.
Yeah. And if you use it too much, you loosen it. See what I did there?
No, but if you do Kegels, because at the end of the day, the vagina is a muscle. So if you are doing the Kegels, ladies, Kegels are like, this is what I do sometimes. I'm so weird. You know, like sometimes I'll just be peeing and then I'm just like, oh, stop. And I'm like, still got it. And no, like, you know, especially, I like to torture myself. You know, when you really have to pee and you're holding it and you're like, sometimes I'm just like, and I stop the pee and you got to like let it out little by little. Cause I feel like that's the best way to gauge. Cause you can do your Kegels, but like when you know, like when you have like the visual representation of like, no, the pee is stopped. I'm holding it. Now I let it go. Then stop. Like, you're like, okay, like, I still can do it. You can sit and do Kegels all day, but it's like, when I can see that it's working,
it feels better. Like mentally, you feel better that you're seeing that it's working, not just
yeah. Because you're like, I don't know. You're like, is it like what's the effect that it's having? You know what I mean? But I think Kegels are good to do. I know Kegels are good to do if you plan on getting pregnant or giving birth, because again, the vagina is a muscle, so it helps you to push. But then it helps with the quote unquote snap back. Why are you making that face? You have 2 kids. What do you think happened?
But oh god, they got cut open. That's what happened.
Yeah, but
you're not pushing my baby through that.
How were you born? C-section?
I try not to know, to be honest. I don't know.
I found out I was a natural birth with no drugs. I was like,
I want to say I
could
was the
never be
same thing,
me.
but I don't know.
Could never.
I know I was in there for quite some hours.
Oh,
In labor.
Labor.
Yeah.
It's like in the womb, like you
Yeah.
should have been
For
more than
quite
a
some
couple
hours.
hours. Oh my gosh. Okay. Anything else that I need to know?
UTIs are just more frequent.
Cranberry juice is good for UTIs, ladies.
Yeah.
I've never had a UTI, but I think it's because like when I remember, I'll be like, I'm gonna buy some cranberry juice, and like just like every few months, just to like make sure, because I'm so neurotic that I'm like, if I have this glass of cranberry juice,
I will be
I'm
good.
like, I'm not gonna get a UTI, but like I haven't had one, so knock on wood.
Yeah. So other than that, just your vagina falling apart.
Okay, cool. Just like the rest of my life, shambles.
Yeah. Gone with the wind.
Okay, so what about men? Because everyone knows balls get extra wrinkly, extra saggy, they hang lower. But what about penises? Do penises get like wrinkly on the, what do you call it, the shaft? Because like that would be gross.
Why would that be
Because
gross?
penises already have a lot of extra skin. I guess genitals in general. But I feel like women's extra skin is like for protection, because like the vagina lips are like to protect, or the vulva, like, you know, the lips are to protect the vagina, and like you shall not pass, you know. But like the extra skin, like what is foreskin really for?
For your penis.
Right, but like it in most people it gets removed, so is it that necessary? And then most people with foreskin don't even fucking clean that shit properly, so
It is and it's not. Like, it's necessary because you were born with it, technically.
true. Do you think in the future that like men will start to like evolve without it? Because like
No.
I think more people have foreskin than don't.
Because now people are understanding you guys were just dirty motherfuckers. So what you did now is
Did they used to cut it off for like
Yes.
but like just pull it back and clean that shit.
Exactly. You guys were dirty motherfuckers.
Ooh.
So now that they learned, okay, we really just got to keep it
Yeah.
cleaner than just,
Just clean your fucking
washing
dick
that.
cheese.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why
Yeah.
circumcision became a thing?
Yeah.
Oh, because I thought it was like a cultural thing initially, and then it became an aesthetic thing.
It was a religious thing because of clean and unclean.
True. Okay. Fair.
And then yeah. You know, these fucking Catholics.
No, it was a big thing in Judaism too. Like, ask most Jewish people that you know. Most Jewish guys are gonna
Really, with your penis, it's just in your 40s, your testicles produce less testosterone.
That's why women get hornier as they get older, and men get less horny. Isn't that a cruel, cruel world? God was like, y'all need to be gay, because your libidos will match up. The guys will match up, and the women will match up. You know?
No, I don't know.
If two lesbian women just age together, they're gonna be fucking all the time, and two gay men probably still be fucking all the time because they're men, but like they'll have more like matching libidos.
I don't think that's what God was concerned about.
Whereas an aging couple,
I think it was.
If they're straight, it's like the woman's like, "Come on, babe," and the guy's like, "Not right now, honey."
Yeah, because when we were saying, "Come on, babe," I'm not in the mood.
Right, it's like opposite.
It's not opposite.
There's only like like a few years in between where you're like just at it like rabbits.
Yeah, and then divorce. Oh, that's too much.
And then the woman goes for a younger guy.
Yeah,
she gets her groove back.
Your penis hair turns gray. It shrinks. This is a lot.
The penis shrinks?
Yeah.
Oh my god! So like when men like shrivel up, like and like get like old people, their dick shrivel too.
Yeah.
But balls don't get smaller.
No, they just like the skin just shrivelly in.
Right, but so you just get like bigger, not bigger, but like lower hanging balls and a smaller dick.
Yeah.
Damn, so you could have like a 9-incher and be 5 by the time you die?
Yeah.
What a cruel joke.
Yeah.
You better like marry someone and stick with her, because...
Yeah, your testicles shrink and your scrotum sags. It's less sensitive.
Is the scrotum and the testicles not the same thing? Or am I crazy?
No, your testicles
are the inside, the balls.
Yeah.
And then the scrotum is the sack.
Yeah.
I knew it.
It loses its boing.
Yeah. Some people never had a boing.
Fatty deposits can build up inside the wall of your blood vessels as you get older and limit the amount of blood that flows through them. Blood is what gives the tip of the penis
AKA your dick doesn't get as hard.
No, it changes color. Just the head, though.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's weird. What color does it turn? Gray?
It's a lighter shade.
Oh, just like a little less pigment.
Yeah, and then that's usually a sign of cancer.
Oh my God. Men, get checked for prostate cancer. Get a finger up your butt. It might save your life. Some guys should even do it in their 20s.
And then this,
Sorry, excuse me. Yeah, some guys should even do it in their 20s if you have like a history of it in your family.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
Bend over, let the doctor get up in there.
Yep.
Have you ever had a prostate exam yet?
Nope.
It's about that time.
No, it's okay. I'll die.
Des.
Mm-hmm.
Shut up.
I thought this when I was a kid.
Yeah, but you're not a kid anymore.
Yeah, my mind hasn't changed.
You never plan on getting your prostate examined?
Nope. Because even if I had prostate cancer, I don't want to know. So just leave me be then.
Why? Prostate cancer is literally the most curable cancer.
You can tell
or
me.
Or treatable, whatever.
Des, I have a cold. I'll figure that out on my own.
You're like, oh, make my funeral arrangements. Influenza can take you out, you know.
I'm okay with that.
Oh my God. You're horrible.
So the other day I'm online and
as one is.
No, not always.
I didn't say as you, I just said as one is online. Just people are just online.
Okay, fair enough.
This is what happens when you listen to react instead of listen to understand.
Hi. So I was reading about this woman who is dating this guy, which is not a big deal, right?
No.
So as I keep reading, not only is she dating this guy, but the guy moved in with her. How lovely. Nice.
I mean, my nightmare, but yeah, sure.
The guy not only moved in with her, but he moved in with her and her husband. Not only did he move in with her husband, he moved in with her husband, and her child.
I knew you were going to say child. Once you said husband and you said there's another one, I'm like, you're not going to say and their dog.
You know what I mean? And a part of me got curious for 5 seconds. And then I decided it's not my business. Now, the reason why I decided it's not my business is because in 2022, at this point of social media, nothing should be a surprise.
No.
At this point in life, people will do what they want to do, and whether you support it or you don't, that's their business, right? I'm reading these comments. I'm reading other posts about it. Yeah, I did say I was not concerned. You heard me.
My man said 5 seconds, more like 5 minutes.
And
5 hours,
people
maybe.
are like, obviously have their own conclusions and their own whatever. Why do
preconceived notions
people feel valid to say so? Is it because it's on the internet? People feel like they need to say something?
So what do you mean? Like say something like what?
Like actually type a comment.
Some people like their voices to be heard or their opinions to be shared, or they want to see if anyone else
Do they
has
think
an opinion.
it's funny? Do they think it's cool?
Some people just do it because they want to get like likes on their comment or whatever.
So that's usually what it is.
No, I don't think it's usual. I think most people do it because they're reacting to something that they see. They want to contribute, whatever. But some people do it just for like the 2 seconds of clout.
Do you comment on stuff?
I don't think ever.
Me neither.
No, I lied. I comment on people I know, like my friends and
Yeah,
stuff.
that's different.
No, never.
Okay. I just want to make sure because I would end this right here, right now. Then
Why?
if you're like, yeah, all the time, I would just change the subject.
I had a friend, or have a friend, who, like, for years, I didn't see him comment and stuff, and then now, I see him under, like, Six Buzz posts a lot, like, but he's one of the ones making, comments that, like, are actually funny, but it's just, like, I'm like, when did you become this person?
Yeah.
When are you this guy?
I have one friend that does that, and every time I see his name, I don't look at the comment. I just scroll.
They're funny comments, but it's just, like, I don't know. I'm like, I see you under every post, but, like...
But do you get it? Like, do you think they get into a habit of it because people are liking it? They're like, oh, people think I'm funny.
No, my friend, because the type of comments that he was posting is shit that he would like say to me. Like that's just his personality. So he's not just like, oh, this will get likes. But I don't know. I think that I think it's normal to want to interact with something. And I love comments. Like if I see a post that intrigues me, whether it's because I like it a lot or I think it's crazy, I'm going
know what other people have to say.
Straight to the comments. Straight to the comments.
So it's a me problem.
Yeah. I'm not one of those commenters because I don't have anything to contribute. You know what I mean? If I see a post that I like, I'm obviously going to like it. If I know the person, I'm, oh, like, fire, oh, you look good, da 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 da. But, like, I have nothing against people. I think it's better when people interact. Think about this, right? We have a podcast. People don't have to interact with our stuff. But, like, as the people creating the media that they are consuming, don't we like when they interact with the post? Because that lets us know how you're feeling, what you're thinking. When you make a comment, how do you feel about this post? A lot of the time people will like comment stuff and it's like, oh, like shit, that's actually really funny. Like, you know what I mean? So like as the people who post it, you want people to interact. And I don't think anyone is like saying shit to be like, oh, I'm going to get this reaction. It's just like, oh, like this is something that I like, that I dislike, that they have some sort of emotion, some sort of feeling about it. And they're like, oh, I'm going to say my 2 cents.
I guess when you put it like that. Because when I was like, when I saw, I could never, people. And the husband must be this, and I'm like, what? Why?
What I don't get is when sometimes you'll see a post and you go to the comments, and there's like 10 of the exact same word for word comment. That I can't stand. I'm like, you saw it 10 times and you thought that I should comment the exact same thing.
Yeah.
That I don't like. But I'm like, okay. If it's once or twice, you didn't see it. There's so many comments, you didn't, you know. But like, I'm like,
and I don't like when comment about other comments. Oh, all you guys, I can't believe you're judging and da 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 and da da da. I'm not reading that paragraph. Like,
but I feel like usually when that's the case, you see the comment criticizing their comments, but you don't see the criticizing comments. Like, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not scrolling for days to find it. So
yeah, okay. Because I was like, the scenario itself. Hey man, if that's what you guys do, that's what you guys do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
see, I don't see anything crazy about this scenario.
I do. Only because there's a kid.
Well, here's the thing though, like there's lots of like polyamorous couples and like if someone has a kid, what are you gonna do? Ship the kid off? No, like you're gonna be a parent. You explain to your kid what's going on because you're gonna have questions. Or if they're very young, oh, this is just our friend, our roommate, whatever, right? Because some people need to have roommates even when you are married with a kid.
Yeah.
You know, it depends on where you live, the financial situation, yada yada yada. But for me, that situation would never work for me. First of all, without the kid, the situation wouldn't work for me. But it's like, I'm not judging the scenario, but I would be curious. You know, you lost interest after 5 seconds.
Yeah.
I would be curious to like wonder what the mindset is of all 3 people for different reasons. Like the husband, what is this situation? Are you like, is this like a cuck situation? Is this like a, you know, like we have threesome situation?
Like something's missing and you're just helping her find that missing piece, and this is what it is, and you're okay with it,
right? And like for the woman, I'd have the least amount of questions for her.
For sure.
I'm like, you have your cake, you're eating it, you're
go for it,
right? I think it's just more so like, okay, how do you explain this to your kid on her end? That would be my question.
Yeah,
I feel it's pretty simple. What is
it's
going
fine
on
with her having the boyfriend and the husband.
And then the boyfriend, I'm like, where is your place? Like, how do you fit into this? How did you feel so comfortable? Are we
splitting the bills evenly? Because, buddy,
like, do we all sleep in one bedroom? Do you have your own room? Are you like, you know, like, how do you feel knowing that, like, you're number 2 because you're the boyfriend, not the husband? Like, what is the dynamic? Like, those are my questions. I'm not judging, but I do have questions.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, because like it's weird, right? Because like, there was this video. It's one of those like love don't judge things, but I was seeing like the like clips from the episode on TikTok, and this woman, it was her and her husband, and she specifically likes black men. He's not a black man. Okay. This is a Caucasian couple, and you know they used to have sex, but like they've been together for like a real I don't remember how long, like years, like over a decade, I think. But they no longer have sex. She has sex with random black guys. she even wants to hopefully get pregnant by one for them to raise the baby. They did, like, when they were having sex, they did try, and the two of them couldn't conceive together, but like she said, like, black men are her type. She, you know, but like that's her person, like she loves him, and she's like laughing, having a good time, and he's just like, yeah, like, you know, like for me, like I don't even have like a sexual desire anymore. Like for me it's just like her happiness, and like, you know, I'll help facilitate threesomes for her. Like I don't even think or not threesomes, because he's not involved. Like just, you know, they go out, she meets people, she has a tattoo, I think it's like one of those like Queen of Spades tattoos, or like black guys only or whatever, you know, to let people know when he's just there. Like the comments were like, oh, he's dying inside and whatever, but like verbally he was like, yeah, you know, he wasn't as enthusiastic as her, but he was like, yeah, no, this is our life, and like I'm happy, and you know, this is my person, and we're gonna be together forever, and yada yada yada, and blah blah blah. And it's just like, oh, must be nice. Yeah, I mean, who am I to judge?
You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, if that's what makes you guys happy, go for it, man.
Yeah.
And that's the issue I have with people, is you're gonna tell somebody else don't judge people, but then you're gonna go around and judge a situation that has nothing to do with you at all, but just because you like it. It doesn't make sense to me. If you're not judging, you're not judging, period.
Yeah.
But
I do think that there is a difference though, because like I said, I'm not judging this couple, but like I have questions. But,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
it's not
for
out of judgment, it's more so out of curiosity. Because like my brain doesn't work that way, so I can't rationalize. Not completely, even if I'm like, okay, I understand this point, but what about this?
Yeah.
It's like, so I am curious. It's not from a judgmental place, so it's from like I don't understand, so I would like to understand.
Yeah, that makes sense.
There's definitely times when I judge though, 100%.
Oh no, me too.
This weird boyfriend living with husband thing, no judgment, but sometimes I be judging. There is this, like, I guess, trend. I don't even want to call it a trend. It's actually kind of weird, where women are white women are proud to be hashtag black bread.
No
You don't know?
No.
Yeah, it's like I'm proud to, like, they post like their pregnancy tests and their baby bumps. They have memes. There's no pulling out black bread. Like, they want to get bred by black men, and that is their goal. Look, the pregnancy test this woman is holding up, she's like, I'm finally black bred. Like, they post like TikToks with their babies, like, I have a black/mixed baby, and people are like, yo, stop fetishizing having mixed kids. Because this is the part where I judge, right? And it's not about like, oh, like I like black men. Now it's like, no, I specifically just want like a little black baby.
Yeah.
Sounds a little slavery like to me.
Very.
Like, it's just, I don't know. To me, it's crazy. Because it's just like,
I don't like it because now you're putting color to
right,
something that you don't need to put color to.
Who the fuck cares what your baby looks like? You just want them.
You want a baby. Do you want a baby? No, I want a black baby.
Right.
I'm sorry, what?
Like, you know what I mean? If you're attracted to black men, then yes, you'd have a black baby. Right?
But now to announce black bread?
That sounds like you don't even care about the man. You just want your baby to be a certain color.
Thank you.
And then from there's people who are saying, oh, they're doing that to... This part I think is a little far-fetched, but you know, everyone has their theories. They're like, oh, they're doing that to eradicate black people, because if they mix their genes with us, we're no longer 100. Like, that's a little far-fetched, but you know, there's always theories. But this is like, if they're using that hashtag, like, you're cray cray. Like, it's too much. And the fact that other white women are speaking up and like, yo, you're insane. It's like, yeah, it's a little too much.
It's more than too much. It's black bread.
For some reason, when you said that, I imagine like a loaf of
bread just
that's
dark,
like moldy and nasty.
I'm black bread.
I remember one time I was talking to this guy. We were not dating. He wasn't an ex, but it was a Caucasian man. And he was drunk or tipsy or something, but something that made him feel like it was okay to say. And when I brought it up the next time we spoke, he didn't remember it, which is why I was like, okay, like, you're drunk, but still. He was like, yeah, you know, I told my mom about you, and I showed her a picture, and like, she said you're so pretty, and she can't wait to have little mixed grandchildren. And I was like, huh? I was like, oh, no. I think it was little brown grandchildren.
Oh, little brown.
I was like, like it took the air out of my fucking lungs. I was like, what?
That's the problem.
What in the stealing slaves to breed them is going on?
Living color. Yes.
I was like, sir, it's not giving what you think
No,
it's giving.
it's not.
I was
But
like,
they, yeah, a lot of them don't understand.
And then
that.
when I brought it up to him, he was like, oh my gosh, like, I'm so sorry. I don't even know why I said that. Like, my mom didn't say that. And I was like,
my nigga.
Part of me is like, if you're drunk, why would you make it up? I'm like,
thank you.
I'm like, either way, it's a problem. One,
you're lying.
I was like, it's like, even if your mom said it, I can understand why, like, she may say it out of a good place, but it's not right. You need, but it's like, okay, even if she meant well, that's a problem. And then if she didn't say it, you're just a drunk fucking liar. Why would you make that up? So either way, we got a problem.
Let me guess, you're
here,
telling
sir.
people we're dating, huh? Huh, buddy?
I'm like, you're showing your mom a picture of me like we're not anything, sir. Yeah. And after this little brown baby situation, we're never. I was like, yo, these are this is why I'm single. These are the people.
Yeah,
I can't.
I can understand that.
I was like, what is happening?
That's disgusting.
My mom can't wait to have little brown grandchildren. You know when like you're frozen?
Yes.
I was told this on the phone, and I was just like I didn't move. I was like, what? Yeah.
People don't realize once you say a color, that's when the issue pops in.
But like, why aren't you happy for grandchildren? Why would she be extra happy that they're brown?
Because my son, who's white, is dating a black.
A black?
You heard me, a black.
And keep in mind, they don't want black grandchildren now. No.
No.
They just want them to look a little ethnic.
I don't like that.
I have a friend who's she's Guyanese, and we like roasted her for it because we're like, no, you're a mess. She when she was single and dating, going on dates, she was doing like the whole Tinder thing, and she was like, honestly, like, I need to change my filters, like, I don't want any ethnics. And we're like, huh?
Sorry?
And we looked at her, and our friend was like, you're ethnic, right, bitch? Yeah. And she's like, I know, but like, I was like, just say you have a preference for white men. Why do you have to say no ethnics? Bitch, you ethnic as hell. She was born in another country. She was born in the bush of that country, too. You just sounded
like another friend when you said ethnic as hell.
Ethnic as hell?
Yeah.
I sounded... What friend?
The tall one.
You can say my friends' names.
I don't know. You never do, so I never do.
I never do because you never do.
I don't know. Yeah, the tall one.
We've been friends. I've known him since I was 9.
Just like literally like his voice, I heard ethnic as hell.
Like I was 9, he was 10. Like we've known each other forever, so we're gonna sound alike sometimes. That's funny. Because you said that on like a few episodes ago too. I said something and you're like, you sounded just like your friend. I think anytime I get passionate with like a hint of ratchet.
Yes.
It's like passionate, but like make it. Oh my gosh. But yeah. Okay. Listener question?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. If you are listening and you have a question, a comment, a story that you want to share with us, basically, if you want to be a part of the episode, we would love to hear from you, and you can go to thissquareroom.com to be a part of the episode. You can write in. Oh, perfect. Thank you. I meant to do that before.
I forgot.
Yeah. I think we just got used to like the cool air.
Yeah.
But now that the sun is down, it's like, it doesn't matter.
No. You'll be fine.
He's not a fan of the listener questions. I don't know if you guys heard my dog just... He was not having it. But yes, thissquareroom.com, or you can go straight to thissquareroom.com/ask, whatever. Go to our website. You can be anonymous if you choose, just like this person today. But this person has written in subject sex worker.
Oh my God.
And they said, hi Joe, hi Des. This is my first time writing in, and I'd like to ask you guys, would either of you ever consider hiring a sex worker to do the deed with? Joe, you seem to be picky. I don't mean that in a bad way. So maybe having someone who you hire would make the process easier, since it'll be all about your pleasure. And Des, you're a pretty sexual guy, so maybe hiring someone would help you to fulfill a fantasy of yours or allow you to try something new. Personally, I've been presented with an opportunity where a friend of mine just hired a sex worker and says the experience was wonderful and recommended it to me, so it got me thinking about it. Thanks, you guys. Oop, almost dropped my phone.
Do you want me to go?
Yeah, sure. Would I ever consider hiring a sex worker? I feel like years ago it would be like a hard no.
Time out. I'm going to point something out and everyone's going to laugh.
Why?
I said, do you want me to go? You said, yeah.
Oh, I thought you said, do you want to go?
No, I figured that's what you thought.
Oh.
Yeah, but no, go ahead. Continue.
Yeah, my bad. I misheard you. Yeah, I think years ago it would have been a hard no. It's still probably a no, but I'm a little more like, like, who knows if the opportunity presented itself. And I think the reason why I am not such a hard no right now is because, this is, again, years ago, I was listening to a podcast. And it's like a very like sex positive, anti-slut shaming podcast. And the one of the hosts was talking about hiring a sex worker like for herself, like a male escort. She said, I mean, again, this was a long time ago, so don't quote me, but like she hired him. They had a little communication. They set a date. He came over. I think they smoked some weed or they did something. Maybe had like a drink or two, and then like they got right down to it. And I guess him being a professional, it's like she said he made her feel really good about her body, but like he also knew how to use his body, and like it was just like she said the sex was good, he was hot. It was nice to just have like, I guess it's like having a friends with benefits without all that messy, like, you know, where is the line between friend and more and blah blah blah, because you know it's just business. And she said it was a really great scenario and she would do it again. So I think that kind of opened my mind to it. I still don't think it's for me, but like under the right circumstances,
it's not impossible.
Yeah, but like me right now today, no. But like, who knows if this dry spell continues? I'm like, no, but like I understand why people do it. It's, you know, especially when you know the person is safe and blah, blah, blah. It's just like a way to get that sexual, you know, fulfillment without certain risks or certain emotions or whatever. So, like, you know, no, but like, it's a soft no, not a hard no.
Yeah, and I think I'm the opposite of that.
I think you are too.
Yeah, I'm going to be a hard no.
You like me? Pay for pom pom.
Crazy. How dare you?
Why would I pay for it when it's being thrown at me?
Like, I don't understand. I have thought about it because same thing like you, not you, Joe, the writer. That my friends have done it and they had good things to say. Some had a 1-2 bad experience, but that's life. But for the most part, it was good experiences, and they're like, "Oh, you should try it, even just once." And I'm still a no, because, like I've talked about before, like I
need to get to know.
Like for me.
But you could hire her to talk, and then like that's it, and then like keep hiring her.
No, but then we're not. To keep hiring her to talk and then get to it. Yes. So in that way, then technically, yes, I would if it's that case. But if it's just like, okay, you hire her, maybe have a 1-2 conversation, and then boom, the day comes. No,
because the girl that I was referring to, like they did talk, but like not the way you want to talk.
Yeah, I need to know everything.
You want to know, right?
Your parents, how were they? How were you as a child?
How was your upbringing?
What age did you graduate? Why didn't you graduate?
Tell me all of your trauma.
How many siblings do you have? I need to know all the trauma, everything. That's what gets me going. The more trauma, the faster we can do this. That sounded fucked up.
That's why I say that Des has broken bird syndrome, because he's like, oh yeah, tell me that trauma. Yeah, while he's fucking beating his meat over the phone.
You know what I'm saying?
He's like beating his meat to your tears. Yo, you're a sick fuck.
It's crazy because there's one, like the first time a girl, like it wasn't too much, but it was too much for me at that time. And like I knew I was like, you know, get to know you kind of thing. So I was in grade 12, so she had graduated already, and she was she had she had it going on. So me and her, we exchanged numbers because she stopped by the school because she used to help in a specific course. So she came, we had a field trip. On the way back, I was sleeping and I woke up to her on my lap, like literally just sitting on my lap.
Oh.
And I'm exactly. Oh, okay.
When you said, I assumed like you were sleeping, so maybe her head was on your lap.
No, her ass was in the perfect position.
Okay.
So, and she's just casually talking to people while sitting on my lap.
Who sits on someone who's sleeping?
I felt no ways.
But it's not like you fell asleep while she was already on your lap.
No.
Like that's weird to me, but okay.
So then she was sitting there, whatever. I woke up. Oh, you're awake, blah, 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 blah. And then we just kept talking, or everyone kept talking. And then like, I realized, oh, you want to be here. You want me to want you to be here. So we exchanged numbers. And now I'm starting to talk to her. And now I'm getting to know you.
Wait, sorry, who's this woman?
An older girl when I was in grade 12.
When you were in grade 12.
Yeah.
But like, how did you meet her?
Because she would come and help out with that.
Right. Okay.
And I was newish to that school, so everybody knew who she was, but I didn't.
Right. Okay. Oh, was she like alumni from the school?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she also she knew who I was because when she was graduating, I was the new kid because I came closer to the end of the year.
Oh, so she's only like 1 year older.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now, one night we're on the phone talking, and tell me about you. You know, I want to know everything. So she starts telling me the basic details. We're getting into it. Second night we're talking. Now I'm like, really, how are you doing?
Not the really, how are you?
And then
if you know this podcast, you know how that question.
And then she really started to tell me about her life.
Mm. Yeah, because you can't go there the first conversation.
No.
You can get deep, but not deep that way.
Exactly.
You can get deep on like
Yeah.
You can get in the middle of the pool.
Like, oh, there's more? Oh, not
but like
yet.
your head is still above water.
Yeah.
You're like, oh wow, I feel like I'm really getting to know you,
Yeah.
but not, oh, I really like, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
So now that we're at the stage, because I do the thing where I talk about me first so that they get comfortable to talk about them. So I have no problem sharing all my embarrassing stories to anybody. It's life. It's me. It is what it is.
See, but that's still not very deep, though. But I get what you mean.
Exactly.
It allows people to feel comfortable to get there.
Exactly.
Because, question, when you do this, when you like to get deep with people, I'm asking because I'm good at doing this too. It's like you ask the questions or you give a little, so they give a little. But like, I've been told, and again, I don't think I do it on purpose. It's like a self-preservation thing where like, I've been told that like I'm good at making people feel that I'm closer with them than I really am, just because like I'll ask questions and I'm all about like, tell me about you and right? And like I had a friend who actually like pulled away and stopped talking to me as much, and I was like, oh, is everything good? And he was like, yeah, but I just feel like every time we talk, like I'm telling you my shit, and like he wasn't like mad, but he was like, I feel like I'm burdening you, and I'm like, oh, like if you want, but like to me, if you don't ask me, I'm not gonna go there because
I'm opposite.
It's a lot of deep shit. Oh, you'll just open up?
I feel no ways.
Oh, because for me, I'm like, I tell you a little bit, but I'm like, there's a lot of trauma.
Yeah.
So if you don't ask me, I'm going to keep asking you stuff. And then like, yeah, I'll tell a little story here and there and I'll relate. But like, I'm not going to go that deep if you don't tell me you want me to go deep.
At the time, yeah, I had to. At the time,
it's the
no.
other way around.
No, I know.
Usually the girl's like, go deeper.
That's it.
Are you in yet?
At the time, I was not that person to be like, okay, this is me. But I was like, oh, this is me. And then when you start talking, I don't ask questions. I just listen. Oh, really? No way. And then you're like, yeah. And then say word.
When it's emotional, you don't ask questions. You just listen. Yeah.
So as she's going on, like, the first thing that she said was just so out of the book for me. And that's the first time I've ever heard it to my ears. And I was like, huh? And keep in mind, as we're talking, she's on her period. And she was one of those girls who get really bad cramps. So she's on the phone crying because of this cramp pain. And sweet old Deswayne, okay, tell me about yourself to kind of distract you. That pain is even worse than the cramps.
Oh, God. So she's just bawling.
Oh. I never spoke to her again. I couldn't. Because at that point,
it was that much.
I didn't know what to do and say to you.
Yeah.
Because now I'm almost not sexually attracted to you.
That's what happens when you ask people to go. See, that's the thing.
Yeah. If you can't swim, don't jump in deep end.
You jumped in, no swimming lessons.
No, nothing.
Not even a little floaty or those arm things.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah. No. And it was bad. It was bad.
Oh,
so for me, like, I realized, like, getting to know the person is a part of my sleeping with you process.
100%.
And I can't do this like, hey, are you free?
Why?
Somebody messaged me the other night.
And said, you up?
Hey. They said, hey. I said, who's this? Because nobody has this digits. So I'm like, who's this?
First of all, English. Nobody has this digits? You mean these digits?
Yes. And they didn't answer. So I'm like, okay, you messaged me 15 minutes ago. There's no way you're sleeping already. So then they replied and they're like, are you available?
Wait, you said that?
Yeah.
You said that you messaged me 15
Yeah.
minutes ago?
There's no way you're
to
sleeping.
a stranger?
Yeah, the fuck?
Okay.
So they're like, are you available?
That's very weird.
And I'm like, who is this? A customer. I said, you got the wrong number. Wrong number. And then they're like, oh, sorry, and I'm like, oh, it's fine. They're like, oh, I apologize if I woken you up because now, like, whatever time of morning it was.
Oh, shut up. It was like whoever had the number before you, like,
Yeah.
legit.
Yeah.
Ooh,
And
juicy.
And I was like, oh, it's okay. I don't sleep at night anyways. So I was up. And then the person's like, oh, LOL. Okay, yeah, me neither. I'm usually up. And I didn't answer. And then they're like, question, are you a girl or a dude? And I didn't answer. Because I know I'm talking to a guy. I know how girls, once you say wrong number, or girls usually like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Yeah. Done. A guy. Oh.
The way it continued reminded me of shit that you
I would do. That's all I knew was a guy. Because that's what I would do. Oh, I'm sorry if I woke you.
Des, you are a creator on the internet. You should have kept the conversation going just to tell us this story.
I'm not going to lie to you. I couldn't. I felt so disgusted.
I would have been like, I could be whatever you want me to be.
I was going to say that. You're not. I was literally going to say that.
See, I got a little game.
It depends on what you like.
That's not game.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's even better. It depends on what you like. I thought mine was good, but yours, see?
I didn't want to shoot my shot because I would score, and I don't want to score.
When it comes to shit like that, no matter how good I think I am, Des is always better. I know. Des is a better woman than I.
I don't like that.
No, but you are.
I don't like that.
You are.
I don't like that.
You're a better man than me, too.
Okay. Sometimes.
You're just, when it comes to sex, you're just better all around.
Okay, I'll take that then.
Because if I said the opposite, you would take that very personally.
Very personally. Like, I don't know what else to say. Very. Like, there's no other words.
I feel like literally, I'm not saying that you've ever sucked a dick. I'm not saying that. But
I'd be
like,
fucking great.
You would be.
I'd be amazing.
But that's the thing. I think they say that men are always better anyways because you have a penis, so you know. Right.
Yeah.
But I think, like, I've never eaten a fucking vagina, but I still think you'd be better. Like, I just think you're better than me. Saying. Like, I just think no matter what, no matter how you flip it.
Don't ever let a girl sit on your face. It's on borderline drowning every time. No, I'm being serious.
You remember the other night when we were driving? I told you about the guy who was telling me, like, his, like, I guess it's a fetish.
Oh, yes.
But it's like, oh my God, can I say this on the podcast? Should I?
As long as you don't say names or anything.
No, I'm not saying a name. I just don't want, to, like, accidentally.
No, you're good.
Okay, guys, listen. I feel like I want all the listeners to, like, lean in.
Hold on, we have to say goodbye to the listener question.
It's okay. We'll tie it in.
Okay.
Everyone, listen. Okay, so this is someone who, for context, is a grown man, but he's a virgin, right? Okay, cool. He's a virgin. He said, like, for religious reasons, like, he wants to, I can't remember his religion. Probably like Catholic or something. I don't know. But, like, he wants to wait for marriage. Okay, respectable. But his thing is face sitting. I'm like, oh, okay. No, but, like, lots of guys, sit on my face. Like, that's...
It's the way you're saying it. His thing is face sitting.
Yeah, because I'm trying to spill the tea, but, like,
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. I'm like, shh, don't tell anyone. As if he's listening, he can still hear me.
That's all, like, how you talking like that?
I feel like if I keep my voice down, he won't hear.
Fair enough.
Listen, it's a psychological thing. Right, but, like, when you say, when someone says, like, sit on my face, like, I'm pretty sure every woman has had, like, a random guy sliding to their DMs or, like, try to hit on them or whatever.
And started with that.
Right. I told you about this guy that I was talking to, and he was like, oh, I want to give you an Australian kiss.
Yes. And I was like, what the
And I was like, and this is, like, in person. This is a different guy, by the way. Sorry, this is a side note. He's like, I want to give you an Australian kiss. And I was like, what's an Australian kiss? And he was like, because he didn't want to say it. He wanted me to figure it out. But, like, it's me. You think I'm going to figure it out? I didn't know what his favorite PJs were. I'm not going to figure it out. So, and it's not the PJ guy either. This is, like, way before.
Yeah.
PJ I never met in real life. But anyways, he was like, yeah. He's like, an Australian kiss, you know? And I was like, I don't know. Like, is that like a French kiss? Is that like, I don't know. Mm-hmm. And he finally had to spell it out. He's like, you know, like a kiss down under. Mm-hmm. I was like, 1, ew, that's fucking lame. 2, what? Sir, this is my first night hanging out with you. Like, oh my God. Anyways, so back onto the original track. Okay, lean in, everyone. Again, go. Okay. I love that you play along with me. This is why we're friends. Okay, so he was like, you know, face sitting. I'm like, okay, because like guys like that. Yeah. Guys are like, yeah, sit on my face. I like to eat pussy. Okay, cool. He was like, no, like sit on my face. And I'm like, yeah, I get what you're saying. Like that's your thing. Okay, cool. He was like, no, you don't understand. He was like, you don't even have to like take your pants off. And I was like, okay, like you, what? He was like, no, like sit on my face, full weight. And I was like, huh? Oh. He was like, yeah, like, you know, I've had a girl do it before, and like the last girl I was seeing, she would do it. And he was like, he said that the woman would sit like he's laying on his back, her face is on her butt is on his face, and her legs are straight out, like on his chest, stomach, like she's
like sitting flat on the floor.
Yes,
with your feet straight out. So
that's full weight, because you know, like if you have your knees on the thing, you can take some of your weight off. No, full weight. Like, and I was like, how do you breathe? He was like, I don't. He was like, oh, like I can get a little bit of air and like that. And he was like, yeah, like she can do it for like an hour or a couple hours. I was like,
this bitch ain't got nothing better to do.
No, I'm not talking about her. I'm like, sir. I'm like, first of all, how do you not like break your nose? Like full weight, like the average person is between like 120 to maybe even 200 fucking pounds.
Yeah.
Like how? I was like,
this is not for me.
I was like, listen, I'm not going to judge. Maybe a little bit. I was like, I'm not going to judge much, but it like, I'm like, I'm not the girl for you.
If he was like, she sits on my face naked, and you know, he kind of fine.
No. He's not doing anything.
Nothing. And her clothes are on.
Yeah, he's just... I think I remember back when, like, YouTube was at its peak. I remember I saw a video, and it was, like, this is before, like, YouTube, like, cracked down on, like, what they, like, show and whatever. Mm-hmm. But it was, like, a video, and I found out, like, what squashing was. Do you know what that is?
Oh, I feel like you've told me before.
Maybe I have. It's where, like, really big women, like, 300, 400, 500 pound women, and like skinny or like like average to like skinny men, but like compared to the woman, like very, very skinny, will like lay in a bed, and the woman will just throw her body weight on him, and they love that. It's like he's literally squashed, like smushing, squishing, whatever. Yeah, just like the life out of him, and like that's like a thing. So I'm like, I feel like that's a very similar fetish, because this man likes full weight on his fucking... I'm like, first of all, oh my god, my neck hurts thinking about like someone... No, that's a lot. If you don't have good support under your neck, you're gonna have like
he's set up
scoliosis.
He's good.
And he was like, oh, it's okay, I'm a big guy, I can like, he's like, you know, probably almost like 300 pound guy, like he's very, very tall, a little bit of body, like he's not fat, but like because he's so big, and it's like, okay, cool, but no, sir. It's not. I was like, listen, do you? But I won't be doing that with you.
No, not a chance. Don't add me in that. Don't invite me to watch. Don't invite me to record.
don't tell me.
You don't know me. You don't know me.
Yeah, I was like, I told, and he was like, yeah, you can do it. It's okay. And I was like, no.
I'm trying to motivate you.
Yeah, I was like, you got the wrong one.
Murder.
Right? Can you imagine now when
How
you
do you
are
explain
suffocated?
That? He gave me permission.
Imagine trying to explain that to the man's mother.
To the police. Ma'am, just come with us. It's over.
I'm like, he asked for it.
Did he? Did he really?
Yeah. See, I guess the reason why I don't understand that fetish is because I don't get what he gets out of it, because it's not a sexual thing.
No.
Because when he said pants on, I was like,
maybe it could be a childhood trauma thing.
So he was suffocated
as a child, but not, like you know when you're playing with kids your age, or like you're pillow fighting or something, and then you kind of hold the pillow over the person's face?
No. Is that what you did to people as a kid?
Yeah.
Des, no.
What do you mean?
You held a pillow over someone's face?
Yeah.
First of all, I grew up as an only child, and then like my friends weren't horrible like that.
Yeah, my friends are all like that.
No.
Oh.
No one's ever done that to me, nor have I done that to anyone. No.
Nobody's ever like tried to suffocate you for fun?
I've had the pillow. No, what? Are you okay?
Joe.
are
Everybody
you
has
okay?
tried to been suffocate. So I've been suffocated before. Not like to kill you.
Not on purpose, I don't think.
Maybe you just don't remember, because I highly doubt.
Des, no one has purposely...
Do you not play with people?
No one has purposely held a pillow over my face. I've like wrestled with people, like my girlfriend's ex-boyfriends, and you know, like they like pin you down, but that's not like over my face.
Oh, that's not fun.
Yeah. I have had an ex who's like, he was very
playful.
Not even playful. Like, I'm just trying to describe, like, he was very like dense in a muscular way.
Mm-hmm.
So like for him to put his full weight on me, I'm like, oh, I can't breathe. But like that's not like a purposeful suffocating. Like, you know what I mean? He wasn't like covering my face or my nose or my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
He was just like putting weight on my chest, and I'm like, I can't breathe.
Oh.
Is that normal for people to do?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
No, it's
Give
normal.
me names and numbers.
Almost everybody.
Calling the police.
Almost everybody.
No, that's not normal. I think I know like that's probably normal if you have like siblings who like play like that, but like friends trying to kill you like that? Mm-mm.
That's how me and all my friends played, like very violently.
I don't think they were playing Des. I think they were like,
get out of here. Puts on my clothes.
oh my god, should I take over your life?
Hi, Mom. What's there to eat?
Oh, stop. I got chills. Ooh, ooh.
Oh, there was a little cartoon clip that
Don't
somebody
fucking
made.
do that
Hold
shit,
on. There's a
Des.
little cartoon
No,
thing. Did
you
you
can't
see it?
creep me out and then do that. What?
There's like a little cartoon clip, kind of the same thing that we're saying. There's a kid that was being picked on in school. Like,
Yes.
Oh my
no,
God.
No, they were twins.
Yeah, they were twins. It was so good.
Tell them.
It was
tell
so
them.
good.
Tell the
okay,
people.
so there's twins.
Okay, wait, no. Okay, before you do that, we actually do have to end the listener question because
Oh shit! Yeah.
because we got way off topic. I said I was gonna loop it in, but we just kept going as we usually do. But yes, thank you, Anonymous, for the question. I hope that answered. You know, I hope we answered you well.
And I want to know what
if you do it.
Yeah, let me know.
Let me know. The full tea.
All of it.
I would love to know.
Tea bag and all. Yep.
TheSquareRoom.com if you want to share your question, your story, whatever. Okay. Yes, I did see this thing. I think was it a video?
It was
on
a
TikTok.
video.
Yeah, it was on TikTok.
Oh my God. I've never been so intrigued in a video in my life.
And I was like,
what's next?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's these twins, right? So there's quote unquote a good one and a bad one. So
but there
quote
unquote.
Yeah, a kid walks into a class and he's late again, right? And the teacher's kind of scolding him.
Let's call them twin A and B.
Okay.
Because we don't know. I don't remember the names. I'm sorry. We could just make up two names.
I don't even think there were names.
Yeah, there were. Let's call them Dylan and Daniel.
Okay.
Daniel is goody two shoes, teacher's pet. He wears glasses. He's on time. He always raises his hand, is always saying. And his brother, Dylan, is, I would say, honestly, kind of like a normal kid, but he's painted to be like the bad kid. He's late sometimes. He's disorganized. He's whatever.
And
so
all the things that Joe just listed that he is mostly because the goody two-shoe brother is setting him up for failure.
Well, no, but you can't. So this is why I tell stories, because you are like jumping
you were
ahead.
so good at it. I was just piggybacking off of what you said.
But you're jumping ahead.
You already did what I was going to do.
But you're not supposed to
Okay,
say that
okay,
he gets set up, boo-boo. You're doing the wrong thing, honey buns.
Okay. So he comes to class late, and the teacher's kind of scolding him for being late.
Even before he comes to class, the teacher's just like, where's
attendance?
Dylan?
Yeah.
And Daniel's like, late again as always. Like, you know, like being a little shit.
See, this is why you tell the story.
I know. We're telling it together though. This is great. We're feeding out.
Yeah.
You just jumped a little
Okay,
bit.
no. Now that I know we're feeding off each other, I'll stop when I know to stop. So, Daniel, right?
Daniel's a good one.
Yeah.
Dylan's
So Daniel says, late again, ha ha ha. The whole class kind of starts laughing.
Mm-hmm.
So he walks in, the teacher scolds him. Okay, cool. He goes to take his seat and he falls because Daniel moved his chair and everyone's now laughing at him. And he's kind of just like, ugh, like whatever.
Yeah, or like it's like, oh, he doesn't have a pencil, and teacher's like, come on, and and Daniel's like, I'm always prepared, and it's like, okay, well, and keep in mind, if you actually saw this video, we're like really giving our own version, but we're telling the key points, but like I saw this video months ago, right? So like whatever.
So pretty much every class he goes to is something.
And not just in class, just in general. It seems
right now it's only class because school.
Yeah. But like I'm saying, like even like at recess, like he's seen as like the disorganized one. Like he doesn't care about school. He just like, AKA good twin, bad twin.
Yes.
Like not bad as in like bad boy, but it's like even like on the playground, if Dylan throws a ball and it hits Daniel's like, oh my God, like how could you do that? Like you're so mean to me. But it's like Dylan's like, oh, it was an accident. Like I threw it. You're supposed to catch and. But like, oh, there goes the bad twin again type of thing.
Exactly.
Okay.
So I think they get into a fight.
Well, no. So
and then the bad one gets attention.
What Des was saying earlier is that I think they show like either a private moment. I don't know if they were at home at this point, but that's how you see that like, oh, actually it was Daniel who like hid Dylan's pencil or said, pulled out his
changed
chair.
His alarm, whatever.
Right. So he's really it's like your twin brother is your bully.
Yes.
Like he really bullies his brother, and but like to the rest of the world, he's the good one. He's the teacher's pet. He's an A+ student, but like behind closed doors, he really does bully his brother. So his brother has that rap of being like the bad, disorganized, messy, whatever one. But it's like no, he's really being bullied and whatever. So I can't remember if it was in school or if it was at home, but there was like a scene where that is.
Yes,
shown.
yes, it was in between that.
Yes.
So now, he's playing with a ball.
Dylan.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for remembering because I don't know that. Dylan's playing with a ball.
I named him that way because like to me Dylan's like a cooler, like I'm so cool type of name, and Daniel's more like button up name. Although I know a lot of like very cool Daniels. I'm not, I'm just that's why I did that.
Okay, fair enough. That makes sense. Okay, so Dylan's playing with a ball, and the ball goes over the fence, right? Okay, cool. So it says do not enter, blah blah blah. So Dylan goes to go get his ball. Now he was just at school on the playground. But now over the fence is a junkyard. So he's kind of walking around, kind of a little bit scared, but not too scared. But he's afraid. So he's walking around looking, and lo and behold, he finds his ball. However, his ball is in the hands of none other than Daniel. Dun, 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 dun. So now he's kind of like, okay, can I have my ball back? And Daniel's just like, no.
Like a typical bully.
Yeah.
Like, no.
So
I feel like he has to have that voice.
Dylan gets upset and Dylan's like, why are you doing this? Like, why are you always doing this? Blah, blah, blah. And then Daniel just starts going on about how he's planning to ruin Dylan's life for the rest of ever.
Yeah, like a whole monologue.
Yeah, about how everyone's going to love him and they're going to see that he's nobody and da-da-da-da-da-da. And
like, you know how like in the movie, it's the point when the evil villain reveals their whole plan.
Yeah.
You know, they always have to have the monologue.
Stupid. So stupid.
It's just like in Kim Possible, where it was
Dr. Draken.
I was gonna say Dr. Draco.
No, Draken.
Draken.
And she goes always like, why do you do
You always
this?
reveal your plan. That's why you never win.
Yeah.
But it was even like Dr. Doofenshmirtz. Like, why do they always do that?
Dr. Evil. They all do it.
Why are they all doctors?
Dun, 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 dun.
The government's trying to kill us. All doctors are evil.
There you go. There's your answer. You heard it here. You heard it here first.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah. So now they're in the junkyard and they start fighting over the ball. As they're fighting over the ball, it's like
a little bit of a tussle.
Yeah, they're tussling through the mud and somehow they end up on
kind of like the edge of the road.
Was it the edge of the road or train tracks?
Edge of the road.
Edge of the road? Okay. They end up on the edge of the road. And, this is the part where it gets foggy, but I know.
Yeah, it's a little foggy for me as well. I think in the tussle for the ball, it's like me and you were thinking, and then I just give you like one big, like, I pull the ball and I push you away.
Yeah.
Right? I'm trying to grab pull the ball out of your hands, push you back. So Dylan does that, gets the ball from Daniel. Daniel stumbles back into the road just as a car or a truck or something is coming by.
Now, sorry, time out. Daniel wears glasses and Dylan doesn't. That's how we can tell them apart.
I mentioned that in the beginning. I said
Okay.
he's a student. He has glasses.
Okay, good.
He's a fucking nerd. No, I'm joking. Yeah, so obviously it doesn't show Daniel, getting hit, but it's very much so implied.
Yes.
It shows that all that was left were his like glasses and they were cracked in the road. And then the next day, school. Now, just as it started, the teacher's taking attendance. Daniel, here. Dylan? Where's Dylan? Daniel's like, oh, Dylan must be late again. You know Dylan.
And then all the kids start laughing.
Just as it was in the first part.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, this time, Daniel's glasses are broken.
Mm-hmm.
And now, if you remember what we said Daniel was the one who was hit by the car. So Daniel died. And because Dylan's life was made to be like he's the degenerate, he'll never amount to anything, he took his brother's place and lived his life as Daniel. Oh, fucking goosebumps.
Crazy.
Look.
Crazy.
Feel my arm.
Ew. Feels like Sparky.
A lizard, Des? A fucking bearded dragon? Is that what he was?
Yeah.
That's so disrespectful. You're the Daniel in my life.
Oh, that's not nice.
Next week, I'll be like, hey guys, I'm Des. I'm gonna just do the episode by myself.
Sorry, Joe's not here today.
They're gonna be like, Joe, we know. Yeah, so that's crazy. How we even get on that? We talked about stealing faces or something, but
yeah, and then it reminded me of that, and then we got into the story.
Yeah, I don't remember how we got there, but that
was my fault.
That was your fault,
okay.
But I was happy to share said story.
Not question. Okay, when you're dating somebody, or you just meet somebody, but you know what you want in a person, but you just feel it out, right? How would you feel if after 2 weeks, so you maybe met this person in real life twice, call it. Yeah. Maybe in 2 weeks twice.
I feel like as an adult, like, you don't go on more than, like, with the same person, like, 2 dates a week.
Exactly.
Typically, it's once a week. You're like, oh, we should get together next week. Because you don't want to rush it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like, 2 weeks, 2 dates.
So now, imagine at the end of the second date, the person pulls out 17-page contract for you to read and sign. Would you read it, continue to date them, you see where it goes kind of thing?
I would read it again, but that's like my curiosity.
Okay.
But I would be like, you're fucking crazy.
Psychopath.
Because if me, who's like, I'm all about a contract, but like, you're insane.
Yeah.
I'm all about some terms and conditions here because, hey, I'm like, oh, you're not doing this, but you said on page 3, subsection A,
yes. It also included like going to the gym 5 times a week. Like, that's a part of our contract.
Requirements for the partner.
For both. This is my requirements for you to date me, and one of them were not only the gym 5 times a week, but you also have to pay for all our outings.
Oh, so you're delusional.
Yeah,
was this a heterosexual couple?
Yes. Yes.
Who did the contract? The woman?
Yes. And he obliged, and since then, everything's been great. She's never been happier. He said he's good. He's happy.
Is this the couple where it's like she's like 27 and he's like 21 or something?
Something like that.
And he like pays for her lifestyle or something like that?
No, that's a different one.
Oh, okay, because I saw like in the news like a couple weeks ago, and it was like, this woman, like, she's, I don't know exactly. No. Like, they have like at least an 8-year difference.
Yes.
And she's like, she went on dates with guys who weren't giving her what she wanted. So she was like, my next relationship, she's like, I'm an investment and he needs to not only fund my life, it's just everything. Yeah. Right? Like, she does nothing and he does everything. And like, she found a partner and like, she's like, we're happy, and he obliges, and he, so that's what I thought this was. And I was like, oh, maybe she did a contract. The only reason I'm like, oh, the contract wouldn't be so bad is because you can't say, oh, you never said that, or I didn't know. But it's also crazy. It's a fucking relationship, not a business agreement.
And some people believe it is. Yeah. So to me, it's like after 2 weeks, like, no. But I understand she doesn't want to waste her own time in a sense. But no, you're not going to hand me 17 pages. No. Okay.
And speaking of things that are like kind of crazy, have you heard, what stealthing is?
Stealth mode. When in Avengers, they put the plane in the sky and then you can't see it. It disappears.
I hate you. First of all, that is your first example of stealth?
Yeah.
I think of like, you know, like you're a hunter and you're trying to like blend.
I'm not
or
a
you're...
murderer, no.
Okay, no comment. No, like stealthing is an actual thing where it's like where a guy secretly takes off a condom when a girl, like without the girl knowing.
Oh, that's what it's called?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know what it is.
Yeah, like you know the act, but
Yeah.
like thing. But apparently on Joe Budden's like podcast, he admitted that he has faked putting on a condom during sex. Like I think they actually ended up having to take down the episode because like people are like, oh, like that's illegal. And like he even commented because it was like a shade room thing like a while ago, and he was like, oh, like y'all really want black men in jail because he sees like no problem with it, right? He was talking about it on the podcast, and he was like, oh, like, you know, yeah, you know, you just go in the corner, you fumble around, you pretend you think, and then you just stick it in and do your thing. And I think he actually said he used to try to buy the what is it, the lambskin, like the thinnest possible ones, and then bust through them so that like she thinks, oh, they're thin, it just feels like skin. But meanwhile, he just has a fucking like little thing at the base.
Yeah, my boxers.
What do you mean?
Like, you know how my boxers are all rip up and
Yeah, and I'm like, I feel like if you have to go to that extent, like, I don't know. First and foremost, what are your thoughts as a man about that?
I don't agree with it, but I've heard this and I know a lot of people who have done this.
The thing is, I think in certain places, I don't know about here, but in certain places it is ruled as a type of rape because it's like you weren't consenting to raw sex, you're consenting, you know? I don't know how I feel about that, but I do agree that it is a crime. I don't know how severe it is, but
I think it's a crime if we spoke about it. If you're like, yes, I'm going to do this.
Well, yes.
Lying should be a crime.
Well, because stealthing is the idea that, like, because remember, because unprotected sex is not just about like, oh, like I don't want to get pregnant. It's about like STDs and shit. And like, if people can be charged, if you knowingly go around and like, if you have an STD and you go around and have sex with people and spread the STD, you can be charged for that. 100%. So it's like, if you like, you're like switching positions and you quickly rip off the condom and the person doesn't know, like that's wrong. If you have to hide, if you have to hide taking it off or pretend to put it on, that's just like when your parent tells you to go bathe and you run the water. You know you're wrong.
Oh,
right?
Yeah, I did that all the time.
You know you're doing something wrong. You're not supposed to be doing this. That's why you're hiding. That's why you're stealthing. So I don't know. He was trying to make it out as like, oh, like why are people trying to cancel me? You want me in jail. You want black men in jail. But I'm like, nah, you're wrong. You shouldn't have said it. Like you shouldn't have done it, especially. But like,
I see where he's making conversation and where, like, in his head, I'm just telling you guys things that I've done, right?
But that should have kept that in the archives, in my opinion. That's
2022. Apparently, there's no archives.
Apparently not.
Because certain things I hear women and men saying are just absolutely
out of pockets.
There's no pockets. There is no pockets.
Pockets are emptied.
Yeah. Like tights with no pockets. Insane.
Oh, like most women's clothing.
Yeah.
No pockets.
Yeah.
Another thing that I think is kind of out of pocket. You let me know what you think. So this Utah woman, shared her story of being shocked. She is going through a divorce. You know, divorce proceedings. You divide up the assets, the house, the car, the whatever, right? Well, a judge has ordered her to hand over a photo album of her boudoir style nude photos. You know what boudoir is? Like, it's like nude and like, or like partially nude, but like sexy and like classy. You know, boudoir.
No.
Okay, sexy lingerie pictures.
Okay.
That's all you need to know.
Never heard that word in my life.
You've never heard it? Okay, but they're like beautifully, tastefully done. It's not like something you see in a porn site where you're fucking spread eagle into the thing. It's like curves and lines and a sheet draped over, like classier.
Ugh, the boring ones.
But like some of them are nude as well, like,
okay.
You know. So anyways, so the judge ordered her to hand over her boudoir style nude photos to her ex-husband. Again, it's in the divorce, because he requested them as like one of the things that he wants to get in the divorce. Like, keep in mind, like, these are pictures of her.
Did I take them?
No, you get a professional photographer to take them.
Did I pay for them?
No, she commissioned the photos in the early years of their marriage, and she also so I guess it's like an album, so there's the pictures, but she also wrote like loving and like intimate messages to him in the album. But I guess because she gifted it to him,
it's his.
So but when she filed for divorce in April of 2021, they were together for 25 years. Her ex-husband said that he wanted to keep the album for the memories. And she said it's violating and it's incredibly embarrassing and humiliating. And she's sharing because she's saying the only way I can hopefully protect someone else from going through the same situation is to tell my story and expose that there are these type of things that people think are okay.
I think it's okay.
You think it's okay?
The reason I think it's okay
because it was given to him?
Exactly. So if you take...
I'm assuming that's why the judge had to rule that, because that would be horrible.
Thank you.
Horrible.
So if you gave me a gift and you're like, okay, now that we're divorced, I want the gift back. And I'm like, no, judge, make him give it to me back. You gave it to him as a gift. No, he can have it.
I know, but I understand why she's just like, I don't want him to, like, you don't get me in any way. We're divorced. You don't get my nudes.
You shouldn't have gave it to me when we were together.
I know.
Even worse, if you're the one filing the divorce, I'm definitely making sure I get those pictures.
But I feel like that's just so icky, though. Like, you know?
I disagree. Because
I think that this should have been an exception. I understand why it's like, okay, you gave it to him, but like,
I'm disagreeing.
Can I tell you, before it even got to that point, I would have burned it. There's nothing to
long
fight
time.
Nothing
long time.
From
I know we have issues. That gun.
Or even if I don't want to burn it, I'm gonna hide it so well. You're not even gonna.
Thank you. You don't even remember that. Where is it? I don't know. Don't ask me shit. Years? Don't ask me shit.
I don't know. You probably threw it out with the
ask
trash.
Your bitch.
Ask your side piece. Yeah. Why you keep it?
So I don't blame the judge.
It's one of those sticky situations. Like, you understand why she doesn't want him to have it.
Yes.
But it's also like, at what point do you have to return a gift?
You don't.
I feel like we talked about this. Like, if you propose to someone,
the ring, yeah.
But you don't get married, who does, like, if you propose to a woman,
I expect the engagement
and she says yes, and you guys are together for several months, but then the wedding doesn't happen, you expect it back.
I do.
But it was a gift. It was a gift and a promise, and the promise didn't go through, but you gifted it to her.
I gifted it to you, and the ring symbolizes the next step. If we do not take that next step, that ring does not symbolize that.
Well, the wedding ring, the wedding band symbolizes the next step.
For now, no. The engagement symbolizes getting married.
Right.
But
wedding ring. You keep the engagement ring and you add the wedding band.
Exactly.
So
since the second one is not coming, give me back the first one. You're not going to tell me you're keeping that, because I'm going to cut your fingers off. An eye for an eye.
I'm not marrying you, so I'm cutting your fingers off. I don't think that's...
And I want the ring finger too. Put the ring around your neck then.
Do you know why they have the ring finger on your left hand?
It's connected to your heart.
Kind of, yeah. There's like a vein that...
Yeah.
It's the one that runs... Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard. Mm-hmm. I always wanted to kind of chop mine to see what happened, but I'm too scared.
I mean, I think you would still bleed out just as much as you would of any finger, but...
That's true.
You know.
Yeah, that's true. You're right.
It's supposed to be like a sweet thing, like straight to the heart, you know.
Till death doth part.
Till boudoir photo divorce do us part. All right, let's do a listener question, shall we?
Yes.
Question. Oh no, I said it wrong again, and you didn't correct me.
You said listener question.
I know. I meant to say question of the day. What is wrong with me? Oh my god. Question of the day. If you have, when was the moment you realized you weren't invincible? I'm gonna go first because I feel like I've never had this moment because I've never felt invincible. I've never had a moment of like, I'm king of the world. Like, I've never felt invincible, ever. I do feel like, you know, sometimes you gotta hype yourself up. Like, I can do it, but I don't think I'm invincible.
Yeah.
Like, I think there's a difference, you know?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm not saying I'm always like, oh, I suck. You know, I'm not always down on myself, but like, I didn't have a moment of realization because I've always realized. Mm-hmm. Or if I had a moment, I would have been very, very young till the point when I can't remember. Because I don't remember ever feeling invincible.
Okay.
You have moments where you feel on top, but you still know anything could knock you down real quick.
Not me.
Stay humble.
Not me.
Well, I mean, I know you're never humble.
Yeah. No, yeah, you're right. I'm not. When I was a kid, I was one of those kids who were like, I don't feel pain. That doesn't hurt. I'm good. And you know, when you're a kid, you only have a certain amount of strength. So when when my friends would try to hit me, I'm like, no, that didn't hurt. So they'd keep like hitting me in the same spot. I'm like, that does not hurt. So one day, we were doing something. oh God, it was at recess time, and boys are stupid. So we were probably doing something like run into the wall and see if it hurts kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And I remember I ran into the wall and all I hear is clunk. And like I started laughing. So people used to like when I got hit in the head, like, and it wouldn't hurt, they'd always be like, haha, you have a metal plate in your head. Da, 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 da. So I was like, yeah, nothing hurts me. When I say I almost bawled.
Wait, the clunk was your head?
Was my head hitting the wall. Because everybody else was kind of like running to the wall and then last minute pulled their head back. I wanted to show that it won't hurt me.
What is wrong with you?
Blood gushing from my forehead. To this day, my mom doesn't know this story. And I was in so much pain.
Des!
But I had to tell them it didn't hurt. That's when I realized I feel pain. That's all I got for you. That was the moment.
I have no words.
That was the moment I realized I'm not invincible.
Are you okay?
I don't know.
How old were you?
Grade 3.
So like 8-ish?
Yeah, like 8, 9.
Des.
It hurt like fuck.
No.
Like fuck.
Des, you probably have like
long-term concussion.
So wait, you didn't tell your mom, so you didn't get stitches or anything?
Nothing. I told her I was playing at recess and I fell. That's why there was a cut on my head. I didn't tell the teachers anything.
It wasn't deep enough that you needed stitches?
No, it was just like, poof, like, and then just
and it was
blood.
Right on the forehead?
Right on the forehead. Oh. Right on the forehead.
Oh, I have a headache.
I remember I had a headache. It hurt like hell.
Yeah, you telling me is giving me a headache.
But I had to keep it in.
Damn.
Because I'm the man.
I mean, you're not. That's Of course you wanted to cry.
Yeah.
The fact that you were able to like hold back and not cry though, that's impressive.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I do that a lot.
Because I would have been like, fuck. I guess sometimes you're like in so much shock though, like the tears are like, no, now's not the time.
I was a kid who like crying in front of my friends was the last thing I'd want to do.
Yeah, you used to cry to your pillow.
Yeah, exactly. Because I'm a man.
Yeah.
Manly man.
If you are also a manly man, go to iTunes, go to Spotify, and rate us, leave a little review, tell us how much you love us and you love the podcast, so other people who are like, what's this square room? They see reviews and they find us too, and we can grow our community. Because if you like the podcast, it only helps us to, get these good reviews and to grow and that sort of thing. Right, Desi D?
It does. And we're not just a podcast. We are a family.
Oh, we are. If you're, on the inner circle.
Yeah.
If you're a casual listener, we don't give a fuck about you. No, I'm kidding. Kidding. But we love you less. You're like our second favorite child.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
If you listen weekly, if you listen on the day that this podcast comes out, if you listen on Tuesdays, you are our favorite child.
You already know what it is.
If you're the you come from a family of 3.
Yes.
Is it the younger one that they say is loved the most, or the oldest one? I know that they said the middle child is the most neglected.
Absolutely the most neglected.
Who's the number one usually?
I am.
No, not.
Oh.
not in your. Just in the family of 3.
The third one is the one that gets babied, who kind of gets away with everything because, like, at this point we don't give a fuck. The oldest one is the one that you try the most with because that was your first one, so it's like trial and error.
Okay, yeah. You guys, our day ones are our first baby.
Yes.
Are those of you who listen day 2 and onwards, we still love you a lot. You're the baby.
Yes.
You're the little one.
You're the third.
You
child.
get away with it. We allow it.
We allow you to
okay.
be a couple days late
because we love you.
No problem.
And we just don't give a fuck anymore.
Yeah.
And those of you who drop in sometimes, listen, we still love you.
Man.
You're part of the family, but you're the middle child.
You're the basement kid.
Whoa. You went too far.
Sorry, my brother's room's in the basement.
But wasn't yours at one point? Yeah, so it's like we love you all. We just love you different.
Yeah, for sure.
Is that horrible? Should we be saying
It's the truth. It's the truth.
No, but I will say, you day ones, it's not that we love you more. It's a different level of appreciation because we know, like, you guys are, like, religious. Yeah. Like, I do that with my favorite content. Like, oh, it's coming out today. You know?
Yeah.
So it's like, you gotta... Yeah.
It's like dating a new girl and then dating the girl that you've been friends with for, like, ever. It's different.
But which one's better?
The one that you've been friends with forever. Because I know everything about you already. Like, it's a different feeling.
True.
Yeah.
You know how sometimes, like, we do an episode and then the next week... either someone writes in or we have extra things to talk
Yeah.
about the week before. We're like, oh, we got to give a recap because if someone just drops in and they hear this episode, they need to know context. You guys are the middle kids.
Yes.
Because you weren't, but like our day ones and even the babies, they know what
They
we
get
talked
it.
about.
Even if they missed last
our
week,
first and
they
our
can kind of
third
get
kid,
it.
no, but they listen. Even if they
Yeah.
listen on the day of, they know what we're talking about, so we don't need to explain.
Yeah.
But those of you, actually, no, I feel like the drop-ins, they're like the cousins.
No, they're not even
They
cousins.
only come around for family. If you listen every now and then, you're a cousin.
No.
You're only here
You're the
like
basement kid.
Christmas, birthday.
You come up, you get your food, and you leave.
Why are you triggered with the basement kid?
Because that's what they do. They come to family functions, grab food silently, and then leave again.
Oh no, but we still love and appreciate them because we would not take the time to explain things and to go over things if we didn't truly value them.
Yeah.
We'd just be like, fuck it. You know what I mean?
That's why they're the kid, not the cousin. The cousin, I'm not explaining shit. You get it or you don't.
But I disagree with basement kid. You're just a middle child. So sometimes
That's what. Sorry,
No.
it's because my brother is this middle child.
But you were also a basement kid. So
I
what the hell
know.
you trying
Sorry,
to say?
basement kid just sounded really good.
You're just personally trying to attack your brother right
I
now,
am.
and I'm not allowing it because I love your brother.
I do too.
But less than the other one?
And on that note,
Des, you love them equally. Des,
I treat them differently.
but you love them equally. You do. I think especially now that you're older, you can see where the middle one was coming from a lot more.
Do you want, like, if there was a burning building, you want me to choose one?
And on that note, we are gonna go. Like I said, leave a review. It really means a lot, and a rating, a star rating, whatever. Thissquareroom.com if you have a question, a story, whatever. And our socials are at This Square Room. And as always, we will see you next Tuesday.